It's not that officers with more than 30 years have loads of experience and skills and officers with 20 or 25 years don't have any. We've got lots of experience in the force. Our assessment is we still have what we need. What I'm saying is, if you're used to running a force with 150 senior people and you do it with 100 senior people, then you can organise yourself differently to make it possible, but it's still quite a stretch and it is a big ask. I just think it's part of what we've got to do, part of our duty is to try and stretch ourselves in a different way, because if I don't do that, then some of the things you hear others announcing, such as cutting recruiting, what you do is just stop recruiting to the front line, and actually the people who feel the pain aren't actually in the force, it's the public, because they get less policing. What we're trying to do is organise ourselves differently so we take the hit and the public see something better. And we set out a year ago, we want to increase the number of frontline police officers we've got. We've got 100, close to 100 more this year than we would otherwise have had, and I still hope we can go further forward. How far forward we can go will depend on the final funding settlement we get this Christmas. But at the moment, I mean, I think we're the only force in the country still recruiting, and I think that is a testament to how hard we're working to sort of protect the public and despite all the grief and difficulty around, to do a good job.
Do you think people in Surrey are really aware of what's in the pipeline in terms of station closures?
What this is not about is about withdrawal from communities. That's not what this is about at all. And I think sometimes, in sort of perhaps in shorthand, it gets presented in that way. There's two or three factors here, and money's one of them. But there's actually better ways of working is a big part of this. Over the last 3 years or so, we've been looking at, can we do better if we have local police officers working more closely, for example, with the local council, and in sort of Woking and Runnymede and other areas. The local police officers who patrol the local beats and the police officers, the PCSOs, have been working out of the council offices there for, say, 2 or 3 years. What we see through that is that they do a much better job because they're joined up with council officials who do housing and wardens and those other people. And having a joined up approach means they're tackling the problems in the area much more effectively. And I think in Runnymede, the sort of the new council offices there, where you've got the police counter sort of staff sat next in the foyer area to the council counter staff. That just shows good joined up public services. So it's about joining up is a big part of this, and we see a lot of scope for that. More further afield in some of the more rural areas, the sort of town and parish council offices, there are opportunities to work more closely with people there.